So big Sony first-party games in 2025, PlayStation 6 release Timeframe, and a new Batman Beyond game, PlayStation exclusive. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, have you played the Batman Arkham games or not? We're going to be talking about what's potentially next for the series, but before that, who's a fan here? So comment below yes or no if you've played the Batman Arkham games or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, big Sony first-party games in 2025. So we're still hazy when it comes to what Sony first-party studios is planning for this year, partly because of the lack of release dates. Ghost of YOTEI is meant to release this year, and while it's not first-party, Death Stranding 2 is also meant to release this year, and we're waiting on release dates for both of those. Hopefully for Death Stranding 2, we get information on the March 9th event. But to continue, recently Sony went over their financial quarterly results, and one of the statements on there was interesting. They state this: next fiscal year, we plan to release games such as the major title Ghost of YOTEI and the sequel to the popular title Death Stranding, and we expect even further expansion in earnings from first-party software. So the part that I want to focus on is and we expect even further expansion in earnings from first-party software. Considering they only mentioned Ghost of YOTEI here and they say even further expansion, does Sony have other first-party titles planned to release this year? This is interesting because the first game that comes to mind is that leaked Venom PlayStation 5 game. The leaks had this game targeting a 2025 launch, and since there was no DLC for Spider-Man 2, many assume that content has been moved over to this game to increase its playtime. Of course, we saw another leak mention this game could be a 2027 title, which fans don't think makes sense since it would release with a lot of reused content from Spider-Man 2 anyways and launch just a year before Spider-Man 3 in 2028. If the game is meant to be a Miles Morales smaller type of game, it should be releasing earlier, especially with Wolverine potentially set to release in 2026. Of course, let's see what happens. Sony could have other first-party games to increase the revenue, like Haven's Fair Games online title, which reportedly got delayed internally to 2026, so maybe they have other titles as well that they could be releasing this year. Remember, Astrobot was announced and released in the same year, so let's see what else we get. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation 6 release timeframe. Reading from GameSpot, the PlayStation 5 is currently riding high, but everyone always wants to know what's coming next. It's been reported that the PlayStation 6 is in the works, and according to former PlayStation executive Shuhei Yoshida, the system launching in 2028 feels right. Speaking to VentureBeat, Yoshida, the last console cycle was about 7 years long, and if that holds again, the PlayStation 6 would debut in 2027. And he said that feels a bit too early, stressing that he has no inside information about the PlayStation 6. Yoshida said, if the PlayStation comes out in 2028, that feels right to me. He added that the next Xbox might be planned for 2028 as well, based on a leak from Microsoft, but of course, this may not be true and plans always change. Now, I love Shu, but I wonder if he's saying 2028 not because of how he feels, but because of how online commentary has been. People, for some reason, can't understand that holiday 2027 is still about 3 years away. They hear information about the PlayStation 6 when the PlayStation 5 Pro just came out, and all you hear are people talking about PlayStation 6, it's too early. Well, the PlayStation 6 is not releasing tomorrow. It's 2027 is years away, and we're talking about the end of that year that this thing could potentially launch. Basically, 2028. Holiday 2027 lines up with how long the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 generations lasted. The PS5 Pro leaker has stated that Sony is getting ready to fabricate their first test chip later this year, which based on their normal production setup for their consoles means they're 2 years away from launching putting them in holiday 2027. I personally hope it is a 2027 launch because we don't need to delay releases of consoles and keep developers working on a Zen 2 CPU longer than they need to. By that time, we'll have Zen 5 and UDNA, which is RDNA 5. Tech has advanced, so bring that over to the consoles. But you guys let me know if you're getting a PlayStation 6 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, new Batman Beyond PlayStation exclusive title. So last year we heard from leaker Special Nick that Rocksteady is working on a new Batman game. Then we heard from Jason Schreier earlier this year that a new Batman game has been greenlit at Rocksteady. So these guys are actively working on a new Batman game. To get it greenlit, I would assume they showcased a prototype for what they wanted to do, and they have a basis of what's next. Most recently, we had another leaker chime into the discussion. Leaker Lunatic Ignis stated this: Batman Beyond with plans for a trilogy, but yeah, can be PS6 PC only title. So a Batman Beyond game starting the foundation for a trilogy and will be exclusive to PlayStation. Now, I don't know about PS6 PC only, since if it's in the works right now, you'd assume cross-gen is a thing with this game, but maybe Sony is pushing for a PS6 only title to use all the advanced tech with this new Batman game. I've had people wonder why it's exclusive, but that's not really new. Sony does push for exclusive deals. It'll probably be a temporary thing, temporary exclusive time deal. Also, Xbox isn't pushing for exclusivity anymore for their machines, and releasing everywhere possible is their new strategy, so they probably have no interest in competing for this exclusivity for whatever their next Xbox is. Phil Spencer said that he wants people to buy their hardware for the features, not the exclusives, so let's see how that works. But you guys let me know if you're hyped for a new Batman game or not. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is a part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Bat. So I've played Batman Arkham Asylum. I really enjoyed that. I've played Batman Arkham City, most of it. I didn't finish it. I played Batman Arkham Shadow, the VR game, which was really good. I finished that. And I haven't played Batman Arkham Knight. So I'm a fan of these games, and of course I'll be down for a Batman Beyond game. I haven't watched the series, but the excitement that you see from people and how fresh it is compared to normal Batman, from what I'm hearing and what people are saying, that would be interesting for me. I'll play that for sure day one. It'll be interesting to see a Batman exclusive game to PlayStation, because Batman is a big brand. So I wonder how that will be received by the public if it is exclusive to PlayStation. Let's see how that goes. Regardless of exclusivity, if you're excited for a new Batman game, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Bat, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.